And you are free to act.
The next order of business is finding the base we slept on top of, whose entrance is probably in the same building we've been sleeping in. Calling it now.
Probably. Are we gonna start? Are we gonna have money on this? Are we gonna bet some thrones that it's in this building? Because I'll take that action. Didn't you also mention that there was like build-ups of defenses around like the sewers and stuff?
And yeah, there's like it's like a village, and it's totally like almost every building looks like a bunker, and all of the sewer entrances have been like covered off,
Right.
and made like into you know what Japanese used during the World War II and whatever. Kind of
Okay.
similar.
Yeah, similar shit. Okay, yeah, so it's probably in the sewers, so all we need to do is find a way into the sewers. It shouldn't be that hard. We could even make a way into the sewers if we really wanted to.
What do we actually know? We basically arrived here in the middle of the night and just parked the car in some sort of warehouse garage.
And then went to
thingy.
sleep, yes.
Yeah, and went to sleep. So basically, we probably had some sort of guard stationed, and they more or less just went through the guard shifts and wake up in the morning. What is the village looking like? Because now we actually have a chance of seeing it in daylight.
Well, not much different. I mean, other than all of the buildings have obviously taken a lot of damage, and it seems to be abandoned way long ago. And you count that there's, well, it's quite a big village, so you can't exactly count the number of buildings. It seems to be quite a big place, and it seems to be covered all across. You even see some old air defense locations, like a couple of old anti-air turrets that have been...
Are those still functional?
That seems to be destroyed, sadly.
Damn it.
Hydra flak turrets would have been awesome.
And we lost the tech priest. Damn it.
This village itself smells, well, like
a village.
death.
Like,
And you still like smell like some stale blood and bodies.
and it's scary to think this is only the like 7th worst smell I've ever smelled after falling into the fucking garbage disposal.
And while you're outside and looking upon the village, do you have anything covering your face area?
Our gas masks?
Alright, you have a gas mask.
Don't we all?
What else?
No, it's not part of our standard kit. So I don't. I have nothing.
Well, depending on the horribleness of the air, she'd probably have the gas mask. If it's not, so horrible that it appears to be toxic, then she would probably have just, a scarf.
Well, it's not like toxic, but would you have the gas mask because it's smelling somewhat death?
Does the light carapace armor include a gas mask, or is that only Stormtrooper carapace?
That's only Stormtrooper, I believe.
Yeah. So I don't think she would be using her, actual gas mask, because the filters only last for 24 hours before they have to be replaced, and she does not really have that many to, replace with. So she's going to save that for later.
That's actually a good point that you guys been wearing these gas masks for a really long time without.
Yeah, she
replacing
only wears
the-
it when she has to.
I mean, I assumed that you would have at least maybe a couple of filters, so it's not like an issue at the moment. But it's not.
I'll cut a few, like a bit of cloth from my blanket, and tie that around my face.
But yeah, I was just wondering, like, since you go outside, and it says here, if you have any exposed skin on your body, you start to feel a bit odd as the wind picks up.
Describe odd. There are many odd things that can happen.
It feels like you're tingling all over at the parts that you have exposed skin.
So around the eyes, essentially.
Is this going to be a time where there's like increased pH in the air and it's not going to be very fun for us? 'Cause I fucking bet you it is.
You know, we
no.
don't actually have much exposed skin, considering we're wearing helmets.
Yeah, that is true. That's why I was asking about the face.
Yeah. Well, that's basically the wearing a shamag, like covering your nose and mouth. So basically, you have the eyes and the immediate area around the eyes. I would say 2 inches, 2 inches wide.
You can give me an awareness check with a +10 to see if you can see what is going on.
I will use the auspex.
Use the aspects.
0.
Wait, what?
0.
That's
Whoa!
plain wrong.
A fucking 0.
How the fuck do you have 0?
I don't. How the fuck does roll 20 come from a 25 perception, minus 20 for not trained, plus 10 to a 0?
Remind me of, again, what the aspects can actually see. Bio life, metallic substance.
If it's something, something more complex like a gas or something like that, then you have to do a tech use check to actually see it. But I believe normally it is biosignatures, movement, that sort of things. Let me just...
Well, far as movement goes, it's kinda odd on the Auspex screen because it reads like...
Energy emissions, motion, life science, and other information. Thank you for this very clarifying thing.
Yeah, fuck other information.
Yes.
Well done,
Tech use
aspects.
test to spot things not normally visible to human senses, such as invisible gases, nearby signs of life, non-visible radiation, or other things as appropriate.
Well, with the movement check, you read like readings of really, really, really tiny movements all around you. It almost covers the entire screen.
Oh, great.
Rats. It's rats.
Does it appear to be...
It's smaller than rats.
Yeah. We should
It's
probably...
maggots, then.
Bugs. It could be bugs, or, it could be just tiny midges in the air. So, yeah. Do I have anything that would be, considered insect repellent in my medkit?
Melt a gun.
Besides your body odor from not having showered in a few days?
Yeah, I would assume that there is some sort of cream or something used to treat burns or rashes or something like that.
You most likely would have some like anti-fungus spray or something like that in the emergency kit.
Yep, I am going to go with my gut here and administer that to everyone.
Alright.
Just, to be safe.
I want to test this out, like watch how everything goes on them, and if nothing happens, then We'll see. I have a way of dealing with this if it's just exposed skin. If this doesn't work. So,
So
alright, does everyone feel better after they get that shit applied to them, or?
Not really.
Alright, okay. I'm going to, go down, grab some mud, and literally every bit of exposed skin just cake in mud. And then when it hardens, I will no longer have exposed, skin. Yeah.
Okay, you go out and look for some mud, and you find some mud.
That's going to be even more caustic than the air, I bet you.
Actually, that's a good point. I can check that before I do things, because I have that fucking diagnostor. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, can I check the pH of this stuff before I stick it on my face?
Yeah, go ahead. You can check the mud.
pH 2.
It looks like a normal mud.
Please, pH 2 is nothing.
Fucking pH.
Well, you know, I think applied to the skin it might be somewhat annoying.
Yeah, no.
Well, it depends on the concentration of it, and because it's mud, there's a good chance it will never be in a concentration that will actually really matter.
pH is a concentration.
Yeah.
It's the logarithm of the H plus ion concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking.
No, of the substance, not of like the actual solution, because the pH of a solution doesn't actually account for the actual the combination of liquids in the solution, or combination of what's in there. It only accounts for the thing that is, acidic or base or not.
That is correct.
So, motherfucker. Right, okay. What am I doing here with mud? Fuck it, I'm just gonna put the mud on my face. Fuck looking at.
Alright, you put
Outlaw country!
you put some mud on your face. Congratulations, you have some mud on your face. You look incredibly stupid at the moment.
Well,
Oh, great. He's going native.
right, okay. Every bit of exposed skin that's been stinging, I'll just cake in mud. Then look up and let it dry for a minute, and then hope to God that makes things a little bit better. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. If it does, it's a very cheap way of getting over this.
Well, for the moment, it does seem to help a little. Not much, but a little.
I'll take that. I'll walk back over, covered in mud.
So,
Feeling better?
A little.
Alright. Well, we'll see how that works. But I believe we had something better to do than just trying not to have an itchy face here.
Right. Awareness checks
alright.
to find the base.
You're looking for their command office or something. Describe what you're trying to look for.
I assume there's going to be another underground base. A serious fortification that isn't a bunch of huts. Because I have a hard time believing that a guard regiment would just have some huts as fortification.
No, these are proper buildings in this village.
Yeah, in that case, just loot. Loot everything we can use and then leave.
Alright, you start going door to door, and every building seems to be about the same. They seem to be abandoned, full of stale old blood, and full of holes.
So we find nothing useful, do we?
Not exactly.
Alright, everyone. As soon as it's night again, we will head out.
Cool. Can
I assume since after like a couple of tries you give up because it would be kind of stupid. It would like take all day to search this entire village.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still totally think that they've got stuff in the sewers, because all the sewer entrances are thingied up.
Or maybe they
And
want to keep
also-
something in the sewers.
Well, either that, but we also know that those guys were like, sewer rats. Do we want to maybe take up on that a little bit?
Oh, just like a small note, since you went to sleep before, it's about 9 p.m. and you searched for about 4 hours or so. So it's at night at the moment, just to let you
Oh.
know.
How long do we sleep?
You slept during the day.
Did we sleep a solid 12 hours?
You went to sleep around
Dawnish?
12 or so.
To be fair, I managed to accumulate so much sleep debt the other day that I slept for 16 hours. It was not a pleasant experience.
But yes, it's
Alright, Private. You have 1 hour to investigate the sewers. Then we leave.
Woo!
I
But-
do
Alright.
not want to be caught in the light in the plains.
but yes, it's 1 a.m. at the moment. It is quite dark.
Okay.
Do we have any paint with us, or in the car or something?
Paint?
Yeah,
No,
paint.
not. It's
This is not the moment for your addiction.
What's...
Nah. Well, in that case, I guess we'll have to improvise with the with the mud,
Well,
and try and subdue the headlights.
luckily for you, we have loads of mud and blood. Two things that will be perfect for this.
so. I assume that
Alternatively, we could just turn off the lights.
I assume that awareness test was to see if you can find anything out of place.
That the awareness test I did there was for the past awareness test where we were looking through buildings, and so I need to do one for sewer looking.
Sure,
If
looking.
that's a new thing for us. Jesus Christ! This
Well,
is not my day. I
Sadly,
don't find shit.
sadly, all the sewer leads that you find are welded shut.
Maybe I should blow it up. But
Well,
then
for
again,
Oh,
melter gun.
I have an alternative idea. We leave.
Alright, okay. That sounds like a good idea.
Alright. You go to your car, take it out of the shed.
Our destination will be this place.
Like I said, it takes about 4-ish hours to do all of this. So it's still 1 a.m.
I gave him 1 hour. To
No,
check
no,
the
no, no,
sewers.
no, no. He meant in general. all
Oh,
the
sorry,
circuit
yeah.
has taken
So
up.
do you like take along the ocean or just go like straight?
Do I think we can make it straight before, the sun goes up? Let me rephrase that. How long do I think it would take to go straight?
for you, your whole lifetime.
Well, you're not exactly sure about the terrain. Like, as far as you know, there's no roads. So you
As
might
far as
be,
we know, it's flat plains.
or it might be more lightning plains, or it's not exactly like you know.
We haven't seen this place with
But,
light yet, correct?
Not yet, because you've been kind of sleeping in a building.
Lightning is not subtle, Marcus.
I
Lightning
guess.
is loud.
But yes,
The plane full of it is very loud.
but yes, you don't exactly know what is there. But give me some kind of logic test.
I think I pass.
Well, alright, you're currently in there, in that little circle. So, let's see. Kaluista, as the town name is. So it would be about 6 hours. And you wanted to go before the sun rises? No. Not even near.
How far would we get in, let's say, 10 hours?
10 hours? About... let me just like draw you a little around there ish. Maybe a little bit.
There's absolutely no way for us to cross this plane completely in the dark.
No.
Well, in that case, we will depart immediately and hope for the best. The best in this case being no Valkyries destroying our asses.
Alright.
Are we going straight across the plains, or are we taking the long route across across the coast?
We've
Oh,
stayed.
wait a minute! Hey, remember, there's this place.
Yeah.
No,
You,
no.
you could
Yeah.
go.
But we know that this part is lightning plains.
I guess you could.
We have been here for roughly 24 hours in this area-ish. Have we noticed any kind of lightning or thunder from this place?
No.
In that case, we shall cut straight across.
Alright.
All right.
Yes,
Well,
you-
I'd also just like to quickly remind us, we're low on fuel. Like, really low on fuel, and an entire
We have
part
75% of a tank.
Yeah, that would
Yes.
make you around the forest. Or
of
so.
our... Yeah, and, you know, if the entire idea of us driving all the way kind of relies on us getting more fuel.
We never planned to drive all the way.
This
This car is just going to take us as far as it can. Here's the deal. We can barely reach the forest, or we can probably not even reach the base. Either way, we know that we have to reach the base, we have to either take a detour or cross through the lightning plains, which is incredibly dangerous. Which is something we will not do.
I mean,
So detour it is, and it's already further to that other base than to the forest that we can barely reach.
Alright. There is a commanding officer.
yeah, he's made his call. If we run out of medical supplies,
I mean,
Yes,
I guess you could try and head out for this village over here that is on your map.
It is equally far away as the forest.
Mm.
and also if it doesn't have something saying that it's like a friendly outpost or something, it's not worth the trouble.
Just giving you options. Or
Of course, we could do what Private Vice suggested and further investigate the sewers and leave next night.
or go to this place, the
No.
Saint Pedence.
We're not crossing the lightning plains, Marcus. It would be a ridiculously stupid move.
If you go here, you wouldn't cross it, but if you were like this, and you would cross it.
Could you mark properly for me where the lightning plains are, please?
Alright, let me like draw you. It's the black circle, but let me like give you it in detail. What you have observed so far. It like stops just before the your village that you're currently in.
So
It's-
we're already outside the lightning plains.
Yes,
That's a good information to have.
but it goes about to this forest you would assume.
So, from what Marcus has earlier shown us, going
would-
to that base would roughly take us 20 hours.
Maybe like that. God damn it. Different color! No!
20 hours, we might not make it with the fuel we have. In fact, we probably won't.
But then again, after that, it's more of a straighter way if we want to go like here and then here.
That is
than
true,
going-
but it's also a far more open way.
Well, this part is the open. After that, we can probably get into the forest rather quickly. Although, true enough, there is still a field.
That
of
distance would still be 10 hours by car,
Yep.
meaning several days by foot. Alright. Since we do not have to cross the lightning plains, and I kind of want to know what's over here, we will go for that base and hope for the best.
Alright. That's your final decision?
Yes, and I already feel like I've made a terrible mistake.
Alright.
Like, to be fair, you had to take a bite of a shit sandwich. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just carry
If we
forward with it.
if we would have had to go through the lightning plains to go there, never.
I guess not.
As you're heading out,
Because I've seen the picture at the beginning of this campaign. You're not driving through there in a metal box.
you were actually so close of getting your car destroyed last time when you drew.
Kidding.
You were so lucky that it wasn't lightning that day.
No kidding.
Actually, you dodged a couple of lightnings just barely last time. But yes, you start to head out. As you start to get into your car, you feel that tingling feeling getting worse.
Let's get out of this place.
And you go inside your car, and since it's quite covered, you don't really feel the tingling feeling as much.
Out of curiosity, has anyone by now picked up the driving skill? Yeah, I'll take that as a no.
I might not be able to drive a car, but I can now drive a flyer.
Well, that's fucking helpful.
If we
I
ever
know,
get a
right?
Valkyrie, you get to be our pilot.
That is a bad decision, but yeah, okay.
He can't even fly a fucking Valkyrie. He can only fly like fighter.
Yeah, I think what we went with was that my guy just knows how to use like grav chutes. So it's the same kind of thing. I understand how to do things in a 3D environment. It's just kind of, not my forte.
What do all these buttons do?
Press
So,
all of them.
want to give me a drive check, or will you just go the slowest possible speed?
Slowest.
Honestly, I want to do neither. It's based on agility, yes?
Yes.
Actually, I should probably just find the skill here.
Should have saved that tree.
Operate surface. I'm rolling against a 16 here.
18.
Anybody want to assist him?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, why not?
I will allow that.
Yeah, I was just thinking you can't assist in things you don't
Someone
know how
shift
to
the
do.
gears for me.
Well, it's like a driving instruction, so...
Good job.
Well, there we go.
Once again, we work together.
Yes. You grab that stick together and you shuffle it around and you get some results.
It's like your dad teaching you while you're like really small.
Right, because of what Kai said and then what you said, that was very strange. Like,
Marcus
Kai-
has some daddy issues, yes.
yeah, Kai's thing made me think of porn, and yours just made me think incest now. So that should be fun.
Welcome
it-
to the team.
So, navigate check, please.
I can hopefully do that. Let's see.
Yes, you get to read the map while we drive.
There we go.
Did I get navigate? Actually, I think navigate might be one of the things I got as well. Oh no, I didn't. I wasn't that smart.
Alright, you start to head out for the next 6 hours. Let's see what happens. Alright. Alright. And, alright.
You die.
The first 4 hours goes quite well. At the last 2 hours, your car starts to feel a lot heavier.
Our car starts to feel heavy.
Yeah, it's not handling as well as you would expect.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Please, another navigation for the next 6 hours. It's 7 a.m. at the moment.
We'll be fine, guys.
We're completely fucked.
No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
But yes,
Of that.
another navigation check to see how do you... I don't need another drive, just to navigate.
Read that map,
I believe that would
Rodriguez.
be Kai's forte.
Another
Yeah.
navigate. Let's navigate.
For the next 6 hours.
Oh shit!
You navigate the shit out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
I take that terrain and I take that map and I combine them completely.
Alright. For the first
Jesus.
2 hours you drive quite nicely again. And it's 9 a.m. And then you see...
Can I point out interesting, curios on the way as marked into the map? Here you can see on our left side, currently passing along the Lake of Destruction, which was caused by the explosion of a nuclear warhead some 300 years ago.
On the
And
right
on our right side, we
You can see
Well,
a flying Valkyrie currently heading towards us, trying to kill us. On the south side, there's a giant super weapon of mass destruction. You know.
Well, to the
please keep
south,
your arms and head inside the ride during it.
well, to the south side of you, it's fire and lightning. So there you go.
To the south, death. To the east, death. To the north, possible death. To the west, still possible death.
But yes, you're reaching to a higher looking grass or so. It's a high grass one, but whatever. And you drive the first 2 hours quite safely, like I said. But then you hear a sudden pop, and your car loses some control and stops.
What just
Alright.
happened?
Private?
Go outside and find out what happened.
Okay. Alright, I'll jump out, and I'll run over to the front, and I'll pop the hood, and I'll take a look at everything.
You see that the entire engine block is covered in sharp, little, tiny metallic pieces. It seems that it is completely unusable at this point.
Oh, holy shit!
It's covered in what and how did that get there?
As you feel being outside, you feel the wind picking up more and more, and it feels like your skin is ripping away in the wind.
Is this a sandstorm with grains of metal?
Ow, 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 and run back into the car and slam the door and go, nope.
Do not want.
Would you care to elaborate on your noping?
The sandstorm is, ow. Oh, also the engine block is fucked. Ow.
I don't suppose Isabella knows anything about tech use.
You could. Alright, you don't have to take user.
Nope. So
Right.
guess what this brought us? Trekking
Right.
session through the metal storm.
Vice slowly raises his hand and goes, the tech priest was using me as an impromptu acolyte while you guys were bickering. So I do understand a little bit of this stuff.
Good news, Private Vice. You have
Yeah.
just been promoted.
To tech bitch.
Yes, you have been promoted to tech bitch.
You do machines.
So, get outside and fix the engine block.
Is the sandstorm still happening?
Yeah. Even if you do, it's not like straight away hurting you, like doing wounds, but
Oh no, I'm not going outside if it's still going. Even if there is a light breeze, I straight up refuse to go outside of this vehicle because that shit is not fun. It is a sandstorm of little metallic shards. Fuck that. No. It's just mean.
Alright, you stay in your comfortable car as
Private Vice. Either you get outside and fix the engine block, or we stay here in the car and probably wait here until a Valkyrie spots us and kills us. These are our two options.
Vice looks to the side for a second, and anytime someone tries to pressure him into a decision, he just holds up his finger and goes, "I'm thinking."
Would you like my face scarf? By which I mean the piece of fabric I cut out of my blanket to tie it in front of my face.
It doesn't help. Nothing helps. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's fucking go. And
I
jump
believe
out.
in you, Private.
I'll jump out and I'll run to the hood of the car and I'll.
Alright.
I don't know what I can possibly do at this point.
Start cleaning the engine block.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, in a sandstorm.
Of
That's the
metal
best idea.
sharp pieces.
I come back and my hands are covered in cuts, and
I mean, just gonna give me tech use or
How
anything.
bad is this sandstorm?
I have trade techno, Matt, so I can use that.
Yeah, you use that. Trade tech nomad. You don't have any skills that you could use? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, trade techno, Matt. That's a good skill.
Alright, you managed to get the engine running again, and you make a makeshift shield of some kind of a small blanket or something. And then
It's just out of my blanket. There we go.
I'm proud of you, Private.
Oh, don't you patronize me?
You did very well.
But as you're fixing it, take 2 wounds.
Ow.
If we ever make it off this planet, I will put in your name for promotion.
And you head out for the last 2 hours. It is
Also, goddammit, Kai.
11 a.m. at the moment.
Okay.
So wait, 11 in the morning or 11 in the evening?
11 a.m. on morning.
Alright.
Since you've been doing quite good for the navigations, I won't need another one.
Woohoo!
Unless you really think that you can beat a tree.
Nah.
Beating trees is usually not something you do.
Alright,
Yeah.
first the first 2
Unless you want to get
hours.
splinters into your fingers.
First,
Indeed.
for the first 2 hours, you see some Valkyries, but they are circling way in the distance and don't seem to spot you.
Open fire!
Oh, okay.
For the second hour, the second 2 hours, they seem to go back to their little Death Star.
Nest.
And for the last 6 hours, congratulations, you hear another pop. As you take a look outside, it is your tire this time.
Do we have a spare? Do we or do we not have a spare?
Make a luck roll.
Alright, let's see if you have a spare tire. You do have a spare tire.
Alright. We will use the servitor as a jack, unless we have a jack, and we will change the tire.
All right.
We just trashed the servitor using it as a jack, and then we're just like, yeah, it's no longer needed. And just
Don't be
fix it.
silly. We can bench press this car.
So,
I have 31 strength. I can bench press this.
So,
Let's see.
how many of you go outside
Yeah.
and change the tire?
I guess we'll.
I'm going outside to bench press this car,
Yeah.
and I will need private advice to actually change the tire.
Okay, I can.
And I
do
guess
that.
the rest of us are going to be, standing around offering bad advice and kicking the tires and spitting on the ground, and generally being very useless,
All right, for those
as is commonly the case in military things.
For those who are changing the tire, please take 2 wounds. It ignores all armor and toughness.
Yay! Ow.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you like I was just about to say, you should avoid that. Yeah, don't touch
Ow.
that. Yeah, that hurts,
I'm slipping so much friend zone into your next cup of recaf.
But you've been up for...
Are you going to give her the red rage?
I'm gonna give her the red rage.
at this point you
You
have
must
been...
be a masochistic person.
Yeah.
but at this point you have been up for 18 hours. So reduce 1 day's worth of food and water. Congratulations.
Yay.
And you start to head out for the final stretch. Are you going straight for the place, or do you wanna stop by Saint Peden's?
What the hell
What
is
is a
Saint
Saint
Peter's?
Petens?
You don't know, but it's just before the city itself.
If it's on the way, like we can check it from a distance, and if it looks like anything but a shrine, I say we just keep on moving.
But yeah, it's like right there. Just
We
before the...
take a look from the distance. What do we see?
this itself is a city, and this seems to be some kind of a church to...
Well, it sort of is on the way to when we want to get to the forest, as I would assume that we would want to follow, this road.
Also,
to
we
get from
might
here, like
we
there,
might
and
be
then-
very lucky and find some sacramental wine to offer it up to the emperor.
Yes, through
Via,
through oral ingestion.
To be
Indeed.
fair, I think after everything we've done so far today, we could really use a prayer. Anything the emperor can give us.
Alright.
Yes, it could lift our spirits.
You punny bastard.
So, you head out for the church, I assume.
Yes.
Alright. You head out for the last 6 hours. Actually, it's slightly closer. So let's say 5-ish. You come to the church. It is... fucking... It's what?
I don't know. Holy.
This is 1600. I know. Yay. Fucking...
1600 hours.
Yes. But yes, you come to the church. You're outside of the church. It has great big double wooden doors. And has a small little nice grave site next to it. It seems to be old. The bell is still attached, as you can see in the top. It seems to be quite inviting.
Alright.
Then let's go outside.
Do we notice any desecration on it?
No!
All the Achilles and all of that, intact.
Everything seems to be intact.
There are Achilles, right?
Yes. Yes.
I did not like the sound of that.
No. But I wouldn't put it past Marcus Tevers walking to a chapel that is emblazoned with the sign of Chaos Undivided and not tell us?
But yes, the outside itself looks quite nice, inviting, safe.
How nice, we're all going to die.
Hey,
So,
Marcus.
yes,
Forbidden Lore Heretics check. Just to check if someone's been fucking around with the temple. Because I know you, and I know that if we're about to do this, I need to be a douchebag and just use this.
I just realized I also have tech use trained. Interesting.
Uh-oh. Alright, I guess I failed to notice any heresy.
yeah, you can't exactly put your finger on anything specific.
Just our general paranoia.
It's slightly odd to you, since it's obviously you think it's paranoid, so it's not like...
Yeah, I brush off any concerns as we've been on the road for ages. We've had people shoot at us way too much in the last couple of days. I'm going with it's just stress and paranoia.
We will go in weapons drawn.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't really. This place, normally seeing the Aquila and Sanctuary of the Emperor fills me with good feel, but something's rubbing me the wrong way here. We should probably proceed with caution.
Me too. Which is why we're going in weapons drawn.
Is it big? Is it like a big shrine, like a big cathedral, or is it like just a little kind of area?
Monastery.
It is. It's a quite big church.
All right, okay. Last gun drawn instead of metal gun then.
Question: does the grave have our names on it?
No. There's quite a lot of graves. Most of them seem to be some soldiers of like some regiment and some civilians, and the names have faded out.
Going inside.
Alright. You open the big ass double doors.
Hey yo!
Et
Hey,
nobody
yo!
patris, et filii, et Emperor Sancti.
It is your standard looking
Peru Domine, Donais Requiem. Slap.
slap.
Oh yes. Bring out the holy hand grenade.
Of Antioch.
Oh my god, those things are so good. So
But yes,
good.
On your first look, you look to the left and right, you see your standard looking church. In the far front, there's the altar, and behind it, it seems to be some saint, statue of a saint. It has its arms holding out, almost as it's reaching to you, and it's in its hands. You see a corpse that is dead and it has some kind of a sword
Well, it's
in its
really?
stomach.
Well, it's better that it's dead and not alive, because a corpse that is alive is a little bit
I will.
unsettling. I will try to roll Common Lore Imperial Creed to identify the saint.
It's Saint Lucius.
Oh,
Saint Zedion.
He's
Saint
not really
Zedion.
Lucius.
I will
it's
actually.
always Saint Zedion.
I will actually want to roll the same thing. Give me a moment.
Yeah, why not? Let's try and.
Good.
Someone has to recognize Saint Zedion.
Everyone should recognize Saint Zedion.
I know.
Carry
everyone
his
should.
relics. And I certainly do recognize him.
You definitely recognize that he is some kind of saint because but you don't recall of this saint exactly being in the books.
Come on, Marcus. It's an 11.
He's-
Also, they are heretics.
But it's definitely, it has the proper like markings
saint.
for saint and whatever, but you don't exactly like know.
Yeah, I think it's like a lesser saint, so it's like one of the disciples, but you can't really remember which disciple it was. It was probably
Or he's
Judas.
non-canonical,
Yeah.
meaning he's heretical.
Or a local saint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a local saint, and we can always just go with the
minor
fact.
saint, a saintling. As
A
baby saint.
saintling, a saint, baby
Yes.
saint.
Saint
You know.
Annette.
As far as you can see around the statue are skeletons with old rusty-looking lasguns in their hands,
Okay,
clutching them.
That is not good. That is not good.
Someone made a last stand here.
But the saint himself seems to be quite intact. He seems to have all his flesh and everything.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
the corpse?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. So this is actually like a corpse of a saint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the statue is holding some kind of a corpse. You don't know if it's the saint himself because you can't see him,
Yeah.
or
Well, that would be pretty Inception.
but
That
yes,
would be pretty awesome.
but this corpse has its flesh and it has some kind of an weird-looking ornamented, fine, fancy sword in its stomach area.
Can I be?
Oh god.
How long does it appear to be that the skeletons have been there? Are they covered in thick layer of dust? or
There
are
seem
they
to be dust and spider webs and
Your
whatever.
guns are rusted, so
Okay.
Yeah. Am I right to use Forbidden Lore Heresy to see if I can identify what kind of ritual would take place to do that?
You can try.
No, apparently I don't. Jesus Christ.
You
are
don't.
not. There is
you-
no try.
You don't remember reading about this.
Yeah.
can I use complete paranoia holler to see if this thing is going to come alive the moment we pull out the sword?
No, right. Here's the thing. I'm still holding out. As soon as we do this, we're just gonna have gotcha! This is Lucius's pranks, yo! That's it. That's what it's gonna be.
What the fuck is Lucius Pranks?
Oh my god, right, okay. You know who Lucius is, right? One of
No.
the he's one of the demon princes of Slaanesh, and he's one of the main reasons that the Black Crusade even happens anymore, because of the fact that he just supports Abaddon, and
Oh yeah,
It's
he basically if you kill him, he takes over your body.
exactly, he's fantastic. However,
He's the ultimate troll, isn't he?
he is the ultimate troll, right? Because of that, he now has inspired his own prank show called Lucius Pranks. That is he co-runs it with a deceiver and Shigoreth. That actually, I would watch that. That would be amazing. But the and the Emperor has a text-to-speech device. He has a thing.
Well, I know.
It's good. Anyway, let's fucking take out the sword and I'll die to demons.
I really have a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to the club.
Why are we touching this? Why can't we just away?
Because this is the defiled place of the Emperor, and I will not stand for this.
I want to look at the corpse. It doesn't look like the saint.
Well, again, it's like about 15 feet
I want to
high.
climb up on something and look at the corpse.
Alright. It definitely looks like the saint himself.
So, let us sum up what we see here. We have a bunch of dead guys around the statue. I assume they are facing out.
Yeah, they seem to be almost protecting something that came through there.
This looks like a classic last stand. The question here is, if they all died, why didn't whatever killed them destroy this place? If they won and didn't all die, why didn't the survivors, bury their dead?
Are the skeletons, by the way, are they facing towards the statue
No,
or
they're facing
or away?
Out. They seem to be
right.
like, it's your classic last stand. They're in cover and clutching their last guns and.
Okay.
They made a stand and lost.
Let's.
Okay. Other thing. Now that we see them, and we are probably pretty close to them by now, I will try and look in the directions that they would have been firing. Can I see any sort of battle damage?
Oh yeah, you can. You look towards the door and you see less shots and so forth.
It's not indestructible.
All right.
Okay. I have a crazy idea, right?
This saint came
What
to
if-
life and killed the attackers.
Well, maybe, possibly. But I was also going with, what if the saint sacrificed himself for some sort of, like, weird religious reason? Because I know that places like... We know we're in the Expanse, right? So, I definitely think we know that the Expanse is full of fucking weirdos.
Marcus, common law Imperial Creed to see if there's any self-sacrificing rituals for saints.
Yeah, go on. It's either the... I assume that's a fail.
By 5. Not
Yeah.
increase, just 5.
Well, the scenery itself seems to be somewhat shocking you a little bit, and you're quite paranoid, so you can't quite focus on your training. So you cannot recall at the moment.
Well, okay,
It's going to suck so bad.
seeing as you're closer, we could do an autopsy report on him and find out.
This is going to suck so bad, and I will regret this in about 1 minute. But I climb up on the statue and take a look at the sword, and probably take it out afterwards.
Alright, you take a look at the sword. The hilt itself looks quite fancy. The blade seems to be looking like a resonating black color. It looks really nice.
Doesn't feel evil.
You can give me a willpower check.
Give me a willpower check to check for evil.
Is it?
Willpower, where's it?
Yeah.
There it is.
I just had a scary thought. I'm not gonna take this in character, no matter what you say. But is it bigger than a normal human's?
The
'Cause
what?
That
Oh,
would
shit.
make a lot of sense. Yeah, that would make way too much sense
Oh,
at this
shit.
point.
Well,
Oh.
as you're standing there, you don't feel anything odd about the sword.
How big is that sword?
It seems to be your standard-looking sword.
Oh, thank
Ah,
God.
I'm going to just say out of character. My guess is that it is a force weapon. However, that is just, if we're playing Cluedo or, Clue, that would be my...
I say it's a
guess.
power sword.
But
I
anyway,
also say I'm going to die for taking this.
back to within character.
But I will
Don't touch it!
I will pull it out.
I also kind of imagine that the thing that you're using to get up to see this saint is actually Vice's shoulders. This is what I'm imagining right now, that Vice is just sitting, like, with you on his shoulders.
Yeah, I can totally see it. Vice is just like holding you on his shoulders, and you're trying to grab at the thing, and then just Rodriguez is just to the side, like, no, you idiots, no, do it, no.
tackles Vice.
Marcus,
It's a-
Wait. Give me a little bit of time to explain that. The sword itself, it's not like power or anything, but it's, as you look at it, you would estimate that it would count as best quality. Definitely. But you go and grab the sword and pull it out, right?
yes, it shouldn't be in the body of a saint. A saint
Wait,
needs to be laid properly to
Who
rest.
the hell came to the conclusion that it's the body of a saint?
I looked at him and he looks like the statue.
Ah.
He's,
okay,
either,
that's that.
he's either a vain motherfucker or a saint. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Alright, give me a willpower test.
Is he about to get taken over by a demon?
Yep, totally am.
Alright, you try your hardest to pull the sword out of his body, but nothing seems to happen. It takes you a little while, but then you feel a little small discharge hitting your hand and some images coming to your mind. Take 1d5 corruption as you and you fall from the statue itself into the ground.
The human pyramid collapses.
As a,
somewhere in the distance you hear.
like as a small blast of psychic presence pushes you off the sword.
Son of...
Yeah, I've got a serious question here. You know how to do exorcisms we do that whole the power of Christ compels you?
Yes.
Would the equivalent for that be the power of Malkador compels you? Just because of the fact that you can't say Emperor, because that's like God. So... And you can't say any of the Primarchs, seeing as... You know...
Half of them are dead, the other half are cunts.
And, yeah, they either fall into three categories. Dead, cunts, or little
chaos.
bitches. Or chaos, that's true. Little bitches and chaos are the same thing, really.
Often.
Yeah.
There is a robot girly man.
Robot girly man, he's dead though. We'll be fine. Cut his life support.
He's dead now.
He's dead now.
Even in lore, he will be revived.
He will not be revived, as I will cut his life. If you just like took him out the stasis field right now, he'd die. You'd
Yes,
be fine.
you would.
And it would be amazing. This is what we
Yes.
should do, guys. If we ever get off this planet, one to Ultramar, we're cutting his life support.
We kill robot girly man.
When that happens, Lionel Johnson literally just wakes up and he's like, "Holy shit, something very good has happened. We're gonna be fine." Anyway, instantly start going. The power of Malkador compels you. The power of Malkador compels you. You go.
Oh Christ! I mean, oh Emperor. Oh well.
This will
Okay,
not
I will-
stand.
Yes.
Vice,
I move over to the
lift me up again.
to Sergeant Jaeger and check if he's all right. Sir, are you okay? Did
Physically
you
fine.
feel something odd?
Some weird flashes of pictures. Also, like someone
Pictures?
pushed me off a bloody stash.
Visions? What?
It was just scraps. Can't be sure before I touch the sword again.
Are we touching? Are we touching the sword again?
Well, it's in the body of an Imperial Saint, and it's giving me visions. So yes,
But is it?
yes, we are.
Like I look at him and go, "You said that in the tone that both of those are good things. One of those is a reason to run like hell."
Which one?
What if
The
it's
visions one.
good that it's there? I mean, look at the whole place. It isn't corrupted, considering that the whole world is, more or less, it was taken over by demons, as we know. But this church somehow survived. I mean, it's not that this place is, subdued in some sort of hidden location. It's like right here. So why haven't the forces of chaos taken it over?
Really, two possibilities. One, the saint's body somehow keeps them out. In which case, laying him to rest properly will not harm it. Or two, the sword somehow keeps them out. In which case, having that with us, probably a good thing.
Well,
That is some dangerous juju logic, but I'm not going to argue with it.
yeah, I mean, I guess
I will
if it
certainly
were the
kill myself
second
with this,
option,
yes.
it could be like, maybe, but I don't know. It feels really iffy, considering the status quo, as it were. It appears to be quite, beneficial. It's
Let's-
safe.
Okay, let's
Wrong to leave his body here.
yeah.
Well,
let's deal with
if
this thing.
it happened, if he died at the same point when the rest, then how is he, he doesn't appear to have decomposed that much.
Jaeger just shrugs. Saint?
What?
Saint. I mean,
Imperial Creed. Do Saints do that? I know nothing.
Not
Well,
die.
we have a toe of a saint, and I would
jawbone.
assume that it's pretty mummified.
I mean, right, okay. Here's the idea. We could, as I said, do an autopsy and see what's going on with him before we put him to
Imperial
rest.
Saint.
I'll try my my auspex on it, or the diagnoster anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good idea, but I'll veto the autopsy of the Imperial Saint.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not-
Let's
I'm
not
not-
cut into him. We already have a souvenir. We don't need
I mean,
more.
I'm not like I mean,
Since
okay,
it
yeah,
might
okay.
get
so
jealous.
it might get jealous.
Yeah. What's the diagnoster? You got some sort of bonus, wasn't it?
With a diagnoster, you get a +20 to
All right.
things.
Well, do you want to do the honors, or I could assist you?
Damn right, I want to do the honors.
All right, go and
Okay.
scan him. Do the whole. I'm a god damn it. I'm a doctor, not an actor.
Wouldn't that
Alright.
be tech used if you want to like see something really specific?
If you use
if-
diagnoster, I think it's Medicaid.
Yeah, because it's the diagnoster. It's a
Yeah,
it's
but I can do the tech use check for with the auspex.
All right, go ahead. So that's the tech used to see anything.
Yeah. No.
Alright, so I don't get a bonus, but do I get any negative modifiers? Because he's been here for a while.
No, just straight up Medicaid. You're checking pretty much what condition he's in.
Yeah.
All right, you take a look, and you feel a small life sign coming from him.
I smack the diagnoster a little bit. Is it still
is it-
there?
Yes, it's really, really, really faint, but it's there.
I hand over my diagnoster to Rodriguez and ask for hers.
Yep. There you go.
Is it on that
Wait,
one
is
too?
is yours calibrated right? This can't be true.
Yes, you still see the really, really, really faint life sign.
Wait, what?
According to this, he's still alive.
Corporal, can you try to wake him up?
I don't think that he's not alive, that much. He's just not dead, I guess, is the best way to describe it.
Can you save him?
How does he appear to be injured? Does he have any other injuries than the?
Other than
Blade
the
sticking
sword,
through his
it's
chest.
other than the sword itself, not really. Other than like a couple of scratches or so.
Right, so everything else is superficial, which means it won't actually affect him. So
Yeah. I have a freaky theory. If we pull that thing out, I guess I would say that the combination of him still being alive, even with the sword in, and things have, stayed the same so far for quite a while.
Oh,
I would guess that if we take it out, I would say that he dies.
also, I should
holy
mention.
shit! I just figured something out that could be a possibility. Can I check around the statue for anything mechanical? He might be in a stasis
Holy
field.
shit. This might be
Fuck's
a
sake.
golden throne kind of thing.
Yep. Oh my god. I can't.
I should mention something little. I said it was a best quality sword, but I was slightly wrong. I checked it. It's a force sword, a best quality force sword.
I called it. What
I
do
mean, we
get?
don't know that in character, but
I know.
We know.
I know.
Well, Jaeger
Who
might
knew
know
it?
it because he
Who?
checked it.
Who knew it? I knew it.
No,
I wouldn't recognize a force weapon.
Alright.
Not a psyker.
Force weapons don't look like anything other than swords until wielded by a psyker who then just goes pew 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 pew.
Who becomes a Jedi, yes.
Yeah. who becomes a Jedi. That is a good way to put it.
In Dark Heresy, there's a specific character path
Yeah.
for that. The Calixtus Templar.
Yep.
So,
They are literally Jedi.
Literally Jedi. Although
Yeah.
there is also literally a lightsaber in 40k.
Oh
It's
no.
broken
Yeah.
and it can't be fixed, but there literally is a lightsaber in 40k.
What does
so
it do?
Well, nothing because it's broken.
yeah, it's fucking
It's
broken.
mentioned that it basically projects a laser edge which can cut through basically anything.
Oh yeah, that like I don't remember exactly what damage it did, but it's like you do triple damage and whatever.
Yeah, but it's broken. So
Yeah, it's fucking broken.
But anyway,
So, what are you doing next? Finding out this little.
I believe they were going to scan the statue for any mechanics inside.
I hand over the auspex.
Okay.
That should help.
What?
Any like mechanical things?
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
to look to see if there's any machinery inside of it
Yeah.
that could
Alright.
produce
Field projector.
producing. Yeah, stasis fields.
All right, go ahead.
I guess we would have noticed that. You know, when
Nah, it
someone tried to
depends.
touch it.
It might be slightly like hidden.
Slightly hidden, you know. The first digit is public, but the second is not.
Well, why circles the statue and does
Do
not
we-
really find anything
Do
special?
you have a fate point?
I do have a fate point. Should I use it?
This might be the time to use it, yes.
This might be the time to use it. Okay, I'll.
You
I'll
did notice
use my
that you
fate
get
point.
the plus 20 to your awareness for.
I do.
Alright. Well, you know, I could always try.
Oh well.
Isabella, try instead.
No, because, you know, he takes the thing, he has tech abilities, so
Fair enough.
Rodriguez would have no point in, you know, doubting his findings.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Alright.
We have,
Okay.
we have two medically inclined people here. If I pull out the sword, can you save him?
Alright. If we have. If
we're field medics. We have between us, we have like three syringes of blah 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 blah, and you know, some half sterile bandages and a couple of scalpels. This guy is as dead as or you know, he's so close to dead that I even hesitate to call him alive. It would take a masterful surgeon with a fully stocked apothecarium to even try to save him.
Well, you have one of those things, but he's got a point. We probably want more than what we've got. Sorry, she's got a point. Forgot for a second. I was saying.
There we go.
That is a
So,
shame. Just
But
imagine
we
what
could-
we could do if we had a saint with us.
I'm not saying it's impossible. But
I have the toe.
You have what?
I have the toe.
Yes, and
Obsidian.
and
Well, I could try it. I will